It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Brennan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Desmond King now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to take over on offense, and we see them led out by their veteran quarterback in his 11th season in the NFL, but first in the Lone Star State, Tyrod Taylor.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnston. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Taylor being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Taylor. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts getting ready to take over for the first time. And you get a look at their 6-year quarterback in his first season wearing the horseshoe. It's Carson Wentz.
And Carson Wentz made the move from Philadelphia to Indianapolis back in mid-February. And although his last season as an Eagle, not one that he wants to remember, he's now reunited with his former offensive coordinator and current Colts head coach Frank Reich, and gets to play behind one of the best offensive lines in football. A great place to resurrect his career.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw, it's Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Wentz to throw again. He'll check this down to Hines. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnston, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Taylor to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive will start with an option going left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 31, Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. Wentz to Doyle there. First down, Colts.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnston.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now it's Taylor. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Wentz. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Solid. Single, slot. Hey,
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jonathan Grenard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Come on, D. 58, right over there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnston. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's it, baby.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taylor. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Taylor. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Wentz now on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll find Pittman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Let's go out of play. Go. Stop him here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check. 51 the mic.
To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
We got 6.
Nyheim Hines There to make the grab. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Wentz going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. To return it now, here's King. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, boys.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and 5. Now Taylor to throw. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From the 45 on second down. Taylor, nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
I'm coming back.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Texans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Colts getting ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, this is going to be close.
That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53.
One last shot for Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.